Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're checking out the Misfit Shine. This is from Misfit Wearables, and they also do a range of different things like sleep tracking as well, and also kind of sports bands and socks and t-shirts as well. But this is a fitness tracker. It comes in at quite a good price comparison to other trackers that are available on the market. But this one's great for logging your food. You can also use this up to 50 meters in depth of water as well. So you've got no worries if you go swimming or like wreck fishing and you fall in off a boat. You've got no worries about it getting wet. You can track different activities, say running, swimming, cycling, walking, sleep as well, which is a nice little great addition to have. But it's compatible with any iOS and also Google Android phones as well, with the apps available on the store. Also a multitude of phones and devices as well. By opening the actual box, we see the Misfit magnetized in the box, which is a nice little extra. Very well presented actually in this box, like a kind of gift style box with nice graphics and design. There is the details in a different language, as well as it's meant for multiple regions around the world. And there's also a picture of a swimmer and the shine in the middle. You also get a quick start guide as well in the inner flap, and then opening the actual magnetized box. It's a really well presented product as well. First we've got our sports band, which the actual Misfit fits in. Just simply slides through the hole and then clips down to go onto your wrist. There's a battery, which is actually a really cheap, affordable battery, so you don't have to recharge it every now and again. You just replace it kind of every 4 months. There's a little tool to actually open the back of the Misfit to install the battery, a magnetic clasp, and of course the Misfit. So taking off the back with the little tool shows us the access panel where you just put in the little battery. It's just a 3-volt battery. It's actually used for electronic projects as well, if any of you actually do electronics. And you can actually get these really cheap on eBay as well, so it's a cheap option to replace. Then it just slips back together and then slides into the sports band like that, and then you just put it through the loop and fold it down to your size of wrist, and it just clips in, and then you're ready to go. The clasp is the same principle. You stretch it around the device, and then the magnet is extremely strong, so it literally snaps onto it with extreme kind of force. And you can put this on anything, say like a shirt, and it won't fall off. Even when you kind of shake the shirt about and rattle it, you've got no worries about it falling off, which is great. So taking a look at the app, we've got loads of different details you can look at here. We've got the tracking of the walking, running, and also sleep as well. It's a nice little legend, tells you how much deep sleep you got and how many cycles during that evening. And also it shows you calories burnt and also how many miles you spent actually walking as well. I found it to be a little bit inaccurate. I've actually kind of been sat at my desk for a certain amount of time, and it said I've done 1,000 steps, which is generally just by moving. It's added a few steps on, but it could be a little bit more precise. It also has a points-based system as well to enable you to kind of compete with your friends if try and get to see who can get the most points in a day. You can also set your own personal preference on how many points you want as well. And then you can also view your activity by week, month, and also day. So you can obviously track individually to try and keep your scores up if you wish. There you can set the daily goal of how many points you want to get in a day, anything up to 9,900. And you can also set how much sleep you want to get during the night as well. Once you've done any settings, you do need to sync the actual device together, but it doesn't take a minute to do. You also get settings here on how to enable double tap to show the time, how you want to display things on the watch, turning on sleep tracking on and off, and kind of what activity you're tagging in as well. So if you want to say you're going to do some swimming, you can change it to that and it will tag it on the actual results. Change your units as well to whatever your personal preference is, depending on where you are, and also personal information at the bottom. So looking at the actual device, that's it syncing there, and then you double tap to show you your actual score, and then it will show you the time after it kind of does. The second dot is the second hand, and then the flashing dot corresponds to the minute hand. This could be a bit difficult to see in the sun though, just kind of giving you an idea of what you could expect in the sun. It's very difficult to see. You can't exactly see what you're doing as well, so that the little lights that are in there could be a bit brighter. And then you see this awesome little synchronization pattern when you've actually completed your daily goal. Now I did find it is easy to pop out. I was kind of rummaging through some boxes and it did come out quite easily. This definitely needs to be improved, as it could easily fall out, and that's kind of the main expense of the actual product. But I found using the actual clasp and running it over the strap and then using the magnet on the back kind of creates like a little protection system. So even if it does pop out, it will still be on the wrist strap. That's something I thought of that may be quite useful for you guys who may have one of these and you don't want it being lost, because it's quite expensive a device. That's a little way of preventing that from happening, which I think is actually quite useful. But that was my review of the Misfit Shine. Definitely a good little device and fitness tracker. You may want to use the clasp as well to kind of, make sure it doesn't fall out like I mentioned before. But overall, really good device. I really want to thank Misfit for sending this out for a review. And if you want to get one yourself, all the links you need for this will be in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you all again next time.